What an incredible sight this is. The best of America, standing tall, proud, and ready to defend freedom anywhere on earth. When I look out and see the faces of our men and women in uniform, I see courage that doesn't flinch, strength that doesn't fade, and a love for country that no one can ever replace. You represent everything that makes this nation the greatest force for good the world has ever known. Across oceans and continents, people sleep peacefully at night because of what you do. You guard the cause of liberty. You stand watch in faraway lands so that our families back home can live without fear. You don't ask for fame. You don't ask for praise. You do it because duty calls and honor demands it. That is the true American spirit. Bold, selfless, unstoppable. Our country believes in peace through strength. We don't go looking for fights, but we never back down from them either. The world respects power, and no power is greater than the heart of an American soldier. When you wear that uniform, you send a message louder than any words. America stands tall, America stands proud, and America always wins. You serve not just a flag, but a promise, the promise that freedom will endure. And let me tell you, no one protects that promise better than the men and women of the United States military. You are the shield of civilization, the guardians of democracy, and the living proof that courage still defines this great land. When history remembers this era, it will remember the warriors who stood watch in Japan and across the Indo-Pacific, keeping the peace, deterring threats, and showing the world that freedom will never be intimidated. You are writing history not with words, but with action, discipline, and honor. America's future doesn't belong to the weak or the timid. It belongs to the bold, the fearless, and the brave. That's who you are. You carry the torch that generations before you lit on battlefields from Normandy to the Pacific. You carry it forward. RD, brighter than ever. So stand proud. Keep your heads high and know that every single American back home salutes you. You are the pride of the nation, the strength of freedom, and the heartbeat of America's greatness. Together, we will always defend our flag, our people, and our destiny, because when America stands united, there is nothing on earth we cannot do. America's strength has never come from its weapons or its wealth, but from the incredible men and women who wear the uniform and stand ready to defend freedom no matter the cost. These heroes represent the beating heart of a nation that refuses to bow, refuses to break, and never forgets the price of liberty. Every soldier, sailor, airman, and Marine carries within them the spirit of a country built on courage, sacrifice, and the unshakable belief that freedom must always prevail. When the world looks at them, it sees what makes America truly exceptional. A nation of individuals willing to serve something greater than teach themselves. Every uniform tells a story of dedication and discipline, of nights spent far from home and families waiting with pride and prayer. These are not ordinary people. They are the defenders of extraordinary ideals. They stand on the front lines of history so that generations yet unborn can live in peace. The world has witnessed time and again that when these heroes rise, tyranny falls, and when they march forward, freedom advances. The power of America does not rest in its walls or cities, but in the will of those who protect them with unwavering resolve. Every act of bravery, every mission completed, every life saved adds another chapter to the proud legacy of a nation that has always stood for what is right. These heroes do not fight for fame or fortune. They fight for principle, for family, and for the promise that this flag will always fly high. Their strength is the strength of America, not just physical power, but moral conviction, not just defense, but devotion. Air courage is contagious, inspiring every citizen to live with purpose and gratitude. From the mountains of Afghanistan to the seas of the Pacific, their footsteps have carried the weight of freedom across the world. They do not ask for comfort. They ask only for the honor of serving the greatest country on earth. because they know that real power is not measured by how much you have, but by how much you are willing to give for what you believe in. America's heroes in uniform give everything, and through them, the nation's strength endures forever. Peace has never been given freely. It is earned and preserved by those strong enough to defend it. The truth is simple. Peace through power is not a slogan. It is a law of survival in a world that often respects strength more than words. When a nation is powerful, confident, and ready, the forces of chaos think twice before testing its resolve. That is why America stands as the guardian of stability, the protector of freedom and the deaf, ender of peace across the globe. Power does not mean aggression, it means deterrence. It means being so strong, so capable, and so united that no enemy dares to challenge the peace we stand for. Throughout history, weakness has never brought safety, and apologies have never stopped aggression. What keeps the world free is the clear understanding that the United States will always have the courage, the capability, and the will to act when freedom is threatened. True peace is not achieved by words written on paper, but by the strength of men and women who stand watch, ready to answer the call at any moment. The world knows that when America stands firm, order is restored, and when America leads, freedom prevails. Power is not only in the weapons we build or the armies we deploy, it is in the spirit of a people who refuse to be intimidated. It is in the belief that freedom must always be defended, and that those who seek to destroy it will always face consequences. This belief is what separates a strong nation from a vulnerable one, a leader from a follower, a protector from a victim. When America projects power, it sends a message that peace is non-negotiable and freedom is not for sale. Peace through power is not about domination. It is about preservation. It is about protecting the innocent, preventing wars before they start, and ensuring that evil never gains ground. Every soldier, every weapon, every act of readiness exists to protect life, not destroy it. Power gives peace its foundation, its shield, and its voice. Every soldier, every worker, every citizen who believes in the promise of freedom and opportunity, it is written in our history, proven in our victories, and alive in the hearts of those who refuse to quit when things get tough. We don't accept defeat because it does not belong to us. We were built to rise, to rebuild, and to win again and again. No matter how high the mountain or how strong the storm, every generation of Americans has faced trials that could have broken weaker nations, but instead of breaking, we built. Instead of surrendering, we stood tall. From the battlefields of independence to the front lines of modern conflict, from the depths of economic hardship to the heights of innovation, America has always found a way to turn setbacks into comebacks. That spirit of resilience defines us. It is not arrogance. It is confidence earned through sacrifice, through discipline, and through the relentless pursuit of excellence. Winning is not about trophies or applause. It is abo. UT protecting what matters most, freedom, dignity, and the American dream. It is about standing firm when others fall, about believing in the power of hard work and faith when others doubt. The people who wear our uniform, who serve this country, embody that unbreakable drive. They never stop, never settle, and never lose focus on the mission. That is what it means to have winning in your DNA. We win because we believe in something greater than ourselves. We win because we never stop pushing, never stop improving, and never stop believing that tomorrow can be better than today. Even in moments of challenge, even when the odds seem impossible, the American spirit finds a way to turn the tide. That is what separates us from the rest. Winning is not just our habit, it is our heritage. It is who we are, and it is why we will always rise above every obstacle the world puts in our way. The future does not belong to those who sit on the sidelines waiting for change to happen. It belongs to the brave who step forward and make it happen. Every great chapter in history has been written by men and women who dared to dream, dared to fight, and dared to believe that courage could shape destiny. The brave are the ones who rise when others fall, who speak when others stay silent, and who keep moving forward even when the path ahead is uncertain. They are not driven by fear, but by faith. Faith in their purpose, faith in their nation, and faith that doing what is right is always worth the risk. The future belongs to those who refuse to live in the shadows of doubt and fear. It belongs to those who take bold action when others hesitate, who see opportunity where others see danger, and who never lose sight of what truly matters. Courage is not the absence of fear. It is the strength to face it and keep going. The brave know that every step they take forward, no matter how small, moves humanity toward progress. Their determination lights the way for those who follow, turning uncertain. Dainty into confidence and adversity into achievement. Bravery is not found only on the battlefield. It is found in every person who chooses principle over comfort, truth over convenience, and perseverance over surrender. The builders, the innovators, the defenders of freedom all share one common spirit. They are unafraid to take risks for what they believe in. Because of them, the world keeps moving, nations keep growing, and freedom continues to endure. Every soldier who stands guard, every worker who strives for excellence, every citizen who refuses to give up is shaping the future, one act of courage at a time. The future belongs to the brave because only the brave have the power to change it. They do not wait for permission. They create their own path. They lead with vision, act with purpose, and inspire others to rise. History remembers the bold, not the timid. And as long as there are brave hearts willing to fight for what is right, the light of freedom will never fade and teach. The promise of tomorrow will always shine bright.